somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic lies a tiny nation that the whole world has suddenly found itself talking about, in a way no one saw coming. This is Cape Verde. In the group stage of the 2026 World Cup, Cape Verde created a historic shock by going unbeaten against two teams, including Spain, one of the tournament favorites, and Uruguay. But Cape Verde isn't just making headlines for football, because behind it lies a country that is far stranger still. A place born of volcanoes in the heart of the Atlantic. Where desert, ocean, and winds off the Sahara come together to create a landscape that feels almost unreal. Arid islands that, against all odds, hide unexpectedly green valleys. Ancient towns bound up with a history that stretches across the ocean. Communities living in isolation, hundreds of miles off the coast of Africa. Today, we won't only speak of Cape Verde as a footballing phenomenon, but as a nation forcing the whole world to take a second look, both on the pitch and far beyond it. Cape Verde sits amid the vast waters of the Atlantic, around 350 miles off the coast of West Africa. A volcanic archipelago of 10 main islands and many smaller ones scattered across more than 1,500 square miles of ocean. With a land area of just about 1,556 square miles and a population of over 600,000, Cape Verde is one of the smallest countries in Africa. But don't let that modest size fool you, because its position has made this place one of the most remarkable crossroads on the planet. Look at a map and you'll see the archipelago sitting almost dead center in the Atlantic, between Africa, Europe, and the Americas. To the east lies the African continent, and with it, the hot, dry winds blowing off the Sahara. To the north is Europe, whose maritime powers once dominated the world's great sea routes. And to the west are the Americas, the lands that would completely transform the history of global trade. For centuries, countless ships passed through these waters, carrying goods, cultures, languages, and human lives. And so, Cape Verde belongs entirely to no single world. It carries within it the blood of many different civilizations. The country's climate reflects that same blending. Year-round temperatures typically range from 72 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Though it lies within the tropics, Cape Verde rarely endures extreme heat, thanks to the cool currents of the Atlantic. Rainfall, however, is very low, only about 4 to 12 inches a year in many areas, leaving much of the archipelago arid and semi-desert in character. From its place between three continents, from the Saharan winds, from the boundless ocean, and from centuries of cultural exchange, a new people was born. And to understand that extraordinary story, we have to turn back the clock to where it all began, the place regarded as the cradle of Cape Verde's history. On the southern coast of Santiago Island lies a small town called Cidade Velha, just about 9 miles from the capital, Praia. Today, Cidade Velha is peaceful, almost forgotten by time. But more than 500 years ago, this place altered the course of world history. Cidade Velha was founded in 1462 by the Portuguese. It was one of the oldest European colonial cities in the tropics. From this small harbor, the first ships began to link 3 continents. Africa, Europe, and the Americas were, for the first time, truly connected across the Atlantic. This was once a vital trading hub of the Age of Discovery. Gold, ivory, and goods flowed endlessly through this port. But behind that prosperity lay a history full of pain. Cidade Velha was once a waypoint in the transatlantic slave trade. Today, the traces of that past still linger among the old stone streets. Yet Cidade Velha is not only a story of suffering, it was also a meeting point of many different cultures, and from it emerged Cape Verde's unique Creole identity. 2009, UNESCO recognized the site as a World Heritage Site, not only for its surviving ancient architecture, but for its role in global history. Standing before the Atlantic today, Cidade Velha still carries a heavy weight, as if the old layers of memory had never truly faded. And it is from here that Cape Verde's story continues to unfold. Mindelo lies on the island of São Vicente. It is widely considered the cultural capital of Cape Verde. A port city that opens onto the Atlantic, yet moves to a slow, deeply quiet rhythm. Music is everywhere here, from tiny cafes to the streets along the shore. Mindelo is the cradle of Morna, the musical genre bound up with the longing known as saudade. The people of Mindelo are warm and open. The spirit of Morabeza shines through in every smile. This city was once a stop for international ships, but today it carries a nostalgic, old-world charm. Mindelo isn't loud like the great capitals. It feels more like a living memory of the whole island nation. From afar, Fogo Island looks like a vast, dark shadow on the ocean. But as you draw closer, you realize this is no ordinary island. Fogo was born of fire, and fire still lives here to this day. At the heart of the island stands the volcano Pico do Fogo. It is the highest peak in Cape Verde, rising about 9,275 feet. A colossal volcanic mass, still sleeping but never truly extinguished. Past eruptions have shaped the entire island. Black lava blankets the ground. Rivers of volcanic stone once flowed down like rivers of the dead. And yet, in that harsh land, people endure. They build their lives right on top of the old lava. They have even planted vines to make wine within the crater of the volcano itself. The village of Chão das Caldeiras sits right inside this enormous caldera. It has been destroyed again and again by eruptions, but each time the people return and rebuild from nothing. Fogo is more than just a volcanic island. It is a symbol of life amid destruction, a place where people have learned to live alongside the primal power of the earth. Santo Antão is one of the most striking islands in Cape Verde, but also one of the most untamed and hardest to reach. Ancient volcanic ridges rise sheer, cutting the entire island apart and creating landscapes that are at once magnificent and forbidding. As you move deeper inland, everything changes fast, from dry, rocky mountain slopes to startlingly green valleys. Narrow roads wind along the edges of sheer cliffs. Villages appear as if clinging fiercely to the terrain. This is a place where people must adapt to nature day by day. Farms are carved out on narrow strips of land between the rocks. Every drop of water becomes precious in such dry conditions, yet life endures powerfully in its own way. High on the mountainside sits Fontinhas, one of the most famous and colorful villages in all of Cape Verde. Small houses are built right at the cliff's edge, as if hanging suspended between sky and ocean. From Fontinhas, the entire horizon opens out into infinity. The Atlantic stretches on without end. The sea wind blows ceaselessly across the cliffs. Fontinhas is more than just a village. It is proof of how people endure on the very edge of nature, between the perilous and the beautiful, between isolation and freedom. Hidden deep within Santo Antão lie green valleys rarely found across Cape Verde. The Ribeira da Torre Valley is one of the most striking among them. A deep ravine ringed by sheer volcanic walls, but inside lies a world entirely its own. Green terraced fields stretch along every curve of the terrain. Every small plot is used to sustain life. Traditional irrigation systems are still kept alive across many generations. Amid the arid lands of the archipelago, this place feels like an oasis. The light shifts constantly as the sun moves across the peaks, weaving together layers of green, brown, and gray, a landscape both serene and grand. Not far off lies Zoxo, a small village almost entirely cut off from the world. The road leading in twists between rocky peaks and a narrow valley. Life in Zoxo moves slowly, tied closely to farming. The people rely on the land, the water, and the weather to survive. Simple houses are scattered across the valley. There is none of the noise of the city, only the wind and nature. This village reflects the most original and authentic Cape Verde of all. Ribeira da Torre and Zoxo are more than just places. They are proof of the human capacity to adapt. Among volcanoes, rock, and the harshness of nature, a quiet, enduring rhythm of life still goes on. Sal is one of the most famous islands in Cape Verde, but the moment you set foot here, you'll find a world almost completely unlike the green islands to the west. The whole landscape opens out like a desert in the middle of the ocean, arid, empty, and endlessly worn down by the sea wind. The island covers a little over 77 square miles, but most of its surface is blanketed in volcanic rock and dry sand. Rainfall is extremely low, making it very hard for plants to survive. and that is exactly what gives the island its rare, raw beauty. Even so, Sal is one of the country's most important tourism centers. Long beaches, clear blue waters, and strong winds draw international visitors year-round, especially the area of Santa Maria, far livelier than the rest of the island. In the north, the landscape grows stranger still. Ancient craters and salt lakes create a surreal world. Pedra de Lume sits inside a volcano, long extinct. Here lie hypersaline lakes where people can float freely on the surface of the water. Sal is the clearest contradiction of Cape Verde, a place as arid as a desert, yet as dazzling as a tropical seaside paradise. And it is that contradiction that makes it unforgettable. On the northwest coast of Sal lies a stretch of volcanic shoreline with an almost surreal beauty. This place is called Buracona. Not an ordinary beach, but a system of rock caves and natural pools formed from ancient lava. Atlantic waves crash endlessly against the black cliffs, carving deep hollows and channels over time. Buracona's most famous feature is the phenomenon known as the Blue Eye, a natural pool inside a rock cave, revealed only when sunlight strikes at just the right angle. In that perfect moment, the water turns a brilliant blue, like a giant eye opening in the heart of the ocean. The phenomenon doesn't last. It exists for only a few brief minutes as the light shifts. Then everything returns to the dark gray of the volcanic rock. It is that very brevity that makes the Blue Eye so special. It cannot be controlled, cannot be recreated. It can only be waited for. Buracona is proof of what time, light, and geology can do together. A place where the ocean has carved into stone one of the strangest spectacles in all of Cape Verde. Boa Vista is the island that feels like stepping out of the Cape Verde you thought you knew. Here, the landscape opens up to the point of seeming endless. Golden dunes stretch out like a miniature Sahara in the middle of the Atlantic, and the sea wind never stops reshaping the entire surface of the island. The island spans a little over 230 square miles, but most of it is empty wilderness. Only a few coastal areas are inhabited. The Viana Desert is one of the most defining features of Boa Vista. Great dunes carried in by Saharan winds from the African continent. They drift slowly over time, creating a landscape in constant flux. Not far off lie beaches almost untouched by human footprints. The water is crystal clear, yet the sand remains completely wild. Boa Vista also bears the mark of maritime history. A number of shipwrecks still lie scattered along its shores. Ships that once crossed the ocean, but could not withstand the wind and waves of this place. This island carries a very particular sense of solitude. No noise, no rush, only wind, sand, and sea. Boa Vista feels like the edge of the world, where nature still reigns absolutely. In the north of Santiago Island lies a stretch of coast with a beauty that seems utterly serene. This is Tarrafal, a small bay with turquoise waters and golden sand stretching out beneath the Atlantic sun. From afar, Tarrafal looks like a tropical paradise cut off from the rest of the world. Rows of palm trees lean with the sea breeze. Small wooden boats rest quietly on the sand. Life here moves slowly and simply. Local fishermen still set out to sea each day, as they have for generations. The sea is more than just scenery. It is the lifeblood of the community. Everything in Tarrafal is bound to the rhythm of the ocean. But behind this peaceful beauty lies a deeper layer of history. Not far from the beach is the area once linked to the Tarrafal prison camp of the colonial era. It is this contrast that makes Tarrafal so distinctive. On one side, a paradise of blue sea and sunshine. On the other, the memory of oppression and struggle. Today, Tarrafal is a blend of past and present, of natural beauty and the historical traces that still remain. A place that feels at once relaxing and a reminder of stories that can never be forgotten. On São Vicente Island, not far from the center of Mindelo, lies a rocky range few ever mention. This is Monte Brianda. An area not especially famous on Cape Verde's tourist map, yet it offers one of the most striking views out over the Atlantic. The terrain here bears the ancient volcanic character of the whole archipelago. Layers of black rock worn away by wind and time over millions of years, forming slopes that are arid yet rich in geological depth. From the heights of Monte Brianda, the entire horizon opens out before you. The Atlantic stretches on without end. Waves crash endlessly against the rocky shore beneath the cliffs. There are no crowded settlements here, only nature and the untouched traces of geology. This is a place where people feel keenly how small they are before the ocean. Monte Brianda is no noisy tourist spot. It feels more like a silent vantage point over all of São Vicente. On a journey through Cape Verde, places like Monte Brianda play a very special role, not to impress with spectacle, but to remind us that beauty sometimes lies in absolute stillness. Among the thousands of islands on the map of the world, Cape Verde may be only a small, almost invisible dot, but what exists here is far greater than its size. From the fiery volcano of Fogo to the green valleys of Santo Antão, from the history of Cidade Velha to the endless beaches of Boa Vista. This is not just a country, it is a story written by the ocean, the wind, and time. A place where isolation created not an ending, but an entirely new identity. The people here have turned hardship into a way of life, turned distance into culture, and turned longing into music, rising up in the heart of the Atlantic. If you'd like to keep exploring mysterious lands like Cape Verde, subscribe to the channel and join us on the journeys still to come.